If she doesn't mean that, then the debate is over.
This is what you are. It's over. There's no question. I didn't say
you are
then. I
considered
didn't say it now.
No. One second. What did she say? She said Maharashtra and Mumbai. Why not?
See,
no. I want to know from you. This is not about Shobha De alone. No, this is not about Shobha De alone. You see, Nitin sir, this I want to understand from you. It's about anybody. You want to create a culture today. Young people. People express their points of view, right, Bachi?
And so the others oppose.
So what will you do? You'll file cases.
Then the others have every right to oppose.
No, but I think you're missing.
Then you should file. Then you should file cases against everybody who comes on News Hour every night.
From my party has said so.
No,
so I cannot react to this. I cannot respond to that.
Anyone with any basic understanding of the language, with any sense of even slightly reading between the lines or understanding satire, and I'm surprised how a party which was started by a cartoonist, the master of satire, now fails to see any satire in anything and looks at everything as gospel truth. I mean, anybody who has a reasonable understanding of the English language will know that there is nothing which even suggests that the whole issue of whether Bombay or Mumbai should be separate from Maharashtra is to be raised again.
Let people have a point of view. I don't know where it is said that, you know, in India, you can only speak a certain line. Chetan Bhagat's listening on to this from Delhi. What do you think, Chetan? You know, it's the politicians may have rather not said anything on this and let people speak. Shobha De is a columnist. Let us say
that I think people have decided that Shobha and the rest of the parties have decided that they will close the issue. So that's great. I think the comments were graceless, and I think the viewers watching this should note that politicians who mock, threaten, or just wield threats to writers are not good for society. I mean, I think people in this case it was a satire. In somebody else's case it may not be a satire. Somebody, even from Mr. Chidambaram, from Lee Kuan Yew, anybody may want to discuss how metros are administered and how states are administered. There is nothing ethnicity, there is nothing regional about it. It's something we will need to confront these issues, whether for Kolkata, whether for Mumbai. And I think if you come on strong, if you come on do like this, I think voters are going to see. I think Maharashtrian people have seen this, that you guys are using an opportunity to not do any real work and come and say, I'm standing up for the Marathi people. Nobody is coming here shouting that we need to remove all the potholes in Mumbai immediately. But hey, everybody is worried about, personal attacks on Ms. Day and things like that. So it's an easy way, but I'll tell you what, this youth generation, they know when somebody is doing drama and when somebody is doing real work. So I would suggest you guys to focus on the real work, talk about the real achievements. This is India. We are administering this country in the best way for the country to be administered.
I just want to ask one thing. I want to ask one.
Discriminated against, will be doubted upon.
This question
there is no regionalism. Politics that should be there.
Watch. I have one question.
Just run the country properly and let people, let it be a free society.
Watch. I want to ask one question. Bharat Kumar. Now, Shiv Sena doesn't like people who say split the state, right? There are people who speak for Vidarbha. Now, I want to ask you, suppose tomorrow, another columnist, not Shobha De, writes an article saying split Maharashtra into Maharashtra and Vidarbha.
Nationalist Congress Party has already said it.
You see the problem.
Forget the individual. Forget Shobha De. Nationalist Congress Party has said Vidarbha can go away from Maharashtra.
But that's the question. One second. Chidambaram said have sovereign state. He talked about individual cities. Rights to cities.
BJP, which is an ally of Shiv Sena, has said that Vidarbha can be separate. And so is NCP, which is an ally of Congress, which does not believe in this.
Mr. Ketkar, I am for the citizens' rights.
They are saying it already. You're not raising a hypothetical question. It's an actual...
Sir, when politicians say they give themselves a right to say, the politicians of this country seem to believe that the private citizen has no right to their views. Columnists and journalists have no right to their views. So my question is, suppose tomorrow a columnist goes out and tweets and says, I am for a split of Maharashtra.
And for Vidarbha.
I am for a split of Maharashtra.
No, there was once upon
for Vidarbha.
For Marathwada.
No, 1 second.
Once upon a time, only last year, there was a demand from Marathwada that if Vidarbha demands, even Marathwada can demand.
Let him reply, please, because the fact is the intolerance of the Shiv Sena is shocking in this. Suppose somebody says, writes an essay that Mumbai should be a separate state. What will you do? Every person who says that, you will arrest them.
Again,
No, you will arrest every person.
Again, now I'll start calling you Mr. Justice Arnab.
No, will you arrest
Because
every person?
time you are making a value judgment. Let me.
No, I'm
come.
asking you a question,
Yeah,
sir.
let
How many people will you arrest, intimidate?
Exactly. If somebody says that we want separate Vidarbha or let Vidarbha be a separate state, we will oppose it. And if somebody has a right to say that Vidarbha should be separated, we have. Shiva Sena, or as a private citizen, as a journalist, I also am a journalist. As a journalist, I have every right to oppose it. So where is the question of intolerance here?
Would you
are saying we're intolerant because
you didn't even answer my question.
And now
you didn't even answer my question.
Again on Shobhade's issue, I would say that if Shobhade has clarified it so much, and if I wanted to ask Shobha that supposing if you say something, if I say that I don't like it, I oppose it. Does it mean I am attacking your personally?
Yeah, of course it was. Don't try and backtrack.
You say something.
No, what you say.
I protest this.
What it
doesn't mean I'm attacking the person.
No. 1 second. First of all, first of all, don't misrepresent facts. What you said is that there should be a case registered against Shobhade because there will be a law and order problem. So please don't say that is Sanjay Raut's individual point of view.
That I am not representing.
And you said,
I am not talking about my leader has said.
Well,
when the leader has said in our cadre, he is capable and to answer the
Shobhade is responding.
Yeah.
No, all I'm saying is that, you know, this sort of a Dhamki Raj, a culture of Dhamki Raj is not conducive, not healthy towards society. It's not good for our state, it's not good for the image of Mumbai. And we should really have a spirit of questioning and a spirit of raising issues and debating them in a more civilized way. If the party leader wanted to argue with me about this or ask for a clarification, I would have been most happy to do it. But this kind of name calling, which is really very cheap and third rate and reflects very poorly on the person who is calling himself a gentleman and name calling a woman who has tweeted something which is completely innocuous and was not, I couldn't have imagined it would generate this kind of a debate over something which is a non-issue. It's a much broader point that I was making. It was not about Maharashtra, not just about Mumbai. It's about what can happen.
Would you send this tweet out again? Would you send this tweet out again? Your first tweet? Would you send this tweet out again?
Arnab, the idea is Arnab, is not to provoke reactions, and it was a tweet that I felt strongly about at that point to make a point where, because today being a special day in the context of Telangana,
before I close, your views.
Send it out again would be an act of provocation.
Sure, got your point.
That would be really ridiculous. Not
Shobha,
necessary.
what do you call dhamki? If somebody says that appeals to the government and demands to the government of taking action, do you think it is dhamki? What is dhamki? Dhamki is, as I understand Marathi, I will come to your house and beat you up. That is called dhamki.
Yes.
What is dhamki in this?
Yes.
2 minutes, let her respond.
But any attempt, Bharat, any attempt to suppress opinion and suppress free expression is seen as a threat by any working journalist and columnist today.
No, Nitin Sardesai is responding now to you.
It is a threat. In whichever way you want to camouflage it.
See, nobody from my party has threatened you. Do you mean to say that have we threatened you? No.
The MNS.
The MNS has not threatened her.
Several
she
other
has
parties
all the right to say what she has to, and then we have said what we wanted to say. So we have never threatened her. So there is no question.
I'll only say.
Story in that case.
So why do you
I am not even repeating some of the ugly words of some other politicians who have used language today which I wouldn't like to repeat in this case. Bachi wants to have a last point on this case.
I want to say, I repeat, that I think on the pretext of reflecting public opinion, the politicians who have made these statements are in fact instigating public opinion. And when Chetan said that the ordinary people, young people won't bother about it, that's not true. There are enough people out there on the street who will pick up this statement and make a big issue of it, because again, it's something to get local power.
Yeah, but this happens everywhere, doesn't it, Harish? No, it happens in Bangalore as well. It happens in Bangalore as well, but it's not going to shut up people. Yeah.
Chetan, Arnab, the issue is this, that jingoism is in, and we are into the season of jingoism at this point of time. I think trivial pursuits such as this is going to become a part of the political class till the elections are over. We are going to get a lot of this coming. But important thing is, free speech must be protected at every cost.
From all people. If somebody makes a comment and if somebody opposes it, that should also be protected.
Okay.
That should also be protected.
I am totally with you on that, provided it's above the belt and not below the belt.
Well,
Above the belt. If somebody demands to arrest or take legal action, it is above the belt. It is not below the belt.
well, I'm not sure if what Shobha said really violated 19.2 of the Constitution, freedom of expression with reasonable restrictions. I don't think she violated any of that, but let's debate it anyway. I feel it's good, and I want to thank the politicians for joining me on the panel. I want to thank Shobha Dey, who just landed in Kolkata airport and joined this debate. Shobha, you're a spirited writer. Thank you for joining us. And at the end of the day, politicians have their right of speech. Journalists have their right of speech. Citizens have their right of speech. And that's given to us by the Constitution. Nobody else.
And so Shobha has clarified it.
Well, thank you very much.
I want to add that the inflammatory comments haven't come from me at all. They have come from the other side, from the politicians.
Well,
they have tried to inflame passions. It wasn't my tweet that did it.
Well, Shobha Dey, thank you very much.
Now that you have clarified it, why do you want to take this for issue?
Where is she? Well, thank you very much for joining me on this debate tonight. Thank you.